There is a Mazda 5. Before we get started, I want to give a quick shout out to Max Automotive for letting us use the car over here to film the videos. Check out the link in the description for more details on their inventory. Now let's go ahead, open the driver's side door, pop the primary hood release lever from there, hood pops up. Now in front of the vehicle, right on top of that Mazda emblem there, that's where the secondary hood release lever is. You gotta put one finger in there and push it right, lift up the hood. This hood requires a prop rod, so get it out. Put it in the slot with the arrow marking it over there. Put the rod in there and then sort of pull it back, and that's it. Now it's secured in place. It's not going anywhere. Thanks again, Max Automotive. Right there by the engineer filter, the battery, that's the fuse box there. You have to get the cover off. So there's one clip in the back. Press it and lift the cover off. In the front, it's held in place by like a hinge. You've got to turn it around and get it out from there. The cover is now off. Underneath the cover is where the fuse puller is. Get that fuse puller. It's the only tool we need for this job, and it's a very useful tool. It goes right on the fuse, and then we can use it to just pull the fuses off. Open the passenger side door. Now right there, that's where the secondary fuse box cover is. So pry the cover off like that, and you have to bring it out at an angle. At an angle, slide it, and the clips come off from there, from the slots. Yeah, it's out. Now right behind the cover is the fuse diagram. If you look at the fuse diagram, you'll see power window 30 amps and the top left corner, same position over here on the fuse box. So now you know that it's oriented correctly. Now the second row, R outlet 15 amps and cigar 15 amps. Those two 15 amp blue fuses, those are the ones for the outlet. This is the R outlet, one in the trunk, and this is the cigar outlet by the gear shift in the front. Just to prove those fuses are actually for those two outlets, I'm going to pull the fuses out using the fuse puller and see what happens. The power is gone the moment I take it out. Same thing for the second outlet, for the cigar outlet. I pull the fuse out and the power is gone. Now when you look at the center part of the fuse, you see the metal over there, the strip of metal that is connected, because this is a good fuse. In your case, if that is broken, that's a bad fuse, and we have identified the problem. We need to replace it with the 15 amp. See, it says 15 on it. You cannot replace a 15 with the 20 or a 10. It has to be replaced with a 15 amp fuse only, or else it's going to cause all sorts of other issues. You don't want that. Now usually the car comes with some spare fuses which go on the top over there by the fuse puller, but we don't have it, and that's okay. Now if one of your outlets are working, you can swap the fuses in them. You can swap the cigar for the R outlet and the R outlet for cigar, so at least that way you have one fuse working. If none of the outlets are working, both the fuses are bad, what you could do is you can swap a seat warmer. That's the heated seats, the 15 amp on the bottom row, seat warmer 15 amps. You can pull that fuse, put it into any one of the outlet fuses you want, cigar or outlet. At least that way you have one working outlet. That's the fuse right there. Pull it out. Hopefully it's good like this one, and you should be all set. Put that good fuse in whichever outlet you want it to work. Now when you're putting this cover back on, again you have to put it back at an angle. The two clips on the top and bottom, they have to go in, they have to slide in. That's the way they go in there. Be patient, it's going to take a few seconds. Yep, just like that. Once it's in, simply turn it, click, 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 and you're done. Don't forget to put the fuse puller back in. It goes in right over there. Let's put that cover back on. First we'll put it on from the front by that hinge thing over there. Yep, it's in. Put it on, clip, and we're done. Now to close the hood, push on the hood, take load off of the prop rod, pull it out of there, put it back in its place like that. There's two contact points, so make sure it's secured properly like that. Now lower the hood and slam it shut.